Hey there guys, welcome to the next video here on the Duct Tape Stuff channel. We're going to be making a duct tape armrest in this video. If you guys remember, I did make a video on how to make something like this about 4 years ago on the channel, but it wasn't very big, it wasn't very comprehensive, it didn't have a whole bunch of features. So I've revamped the design to make it look a lot cooler and have a lot of those cool things you can put into it to hold a lot more and everything. So that's what we're going to be making in this video. If you guys don't have a chair that has an open armrest like this that the straps can hang onto, I'll show you how to modify the holder at the end of the video so that you can tuck it underneath the cushion instead of hanging it on the open armrest here. So let's head on down to the workstation and start working on the armrest holder. Hope you like the video. Alright, so here we go. Now we're going to be using some large strips of tape in this video, so if you guys are uncomfortable with using large strips, just kind of cut them in half and work at making your sheet of tape with smaller ones. Basically what we're going to do is cut out a whole bunch of strips that are 15 inches long. We're going to apply them back and forth to make our sheet of duct tape until we get a sheet of tape that is of course 15 inches long and 7.5 inches high, as you can see right here. Then we're going to move on to our next step. Next we're going to make our second sheet of tape. This one's of course going to be 15 inches long once again, but this one's only going to be 5 inches high. Now this is going to be the front part of the pocket once we seal it on the sides and the bottom. So that's what you see right there. Next, take one 15-inch strip and two 5-inch strips and just seal it up on the bottom and the side so you have a nice little pocket right there. At this point I'm quickly going to throw in a pen holder, which is basically a small strip of tape with the middle part doubled over with two sticky parts on the end. I'm going to find a place to put that, and this little loop is going to be where the pen clip is going to latch onto so you can put a few pens inside your or attached to the front of your armchair holder. So you can see it right there. So now we're going to work on the straps. I decided to use 15-inch strips because it's what I've been using the entire time for the rest of the tutorial. I just cut these out here. I cut out kind of a small rectangle here, and that allows me to double over the entire thing, and I have just a little bit of a sticky side at the end. I actually did on the other side too, but I'm not actually going to need that because I'm going to be using Velcro. So I pull the entire thing up, I fold it over, and then I have that sticky part on the end. So I did that with two straps. I actually ended up doing it with three because it was a little bit messed up with just two. So I used the sticky part on the back and a little bit of Velcro on the front, and that allows me to string it around the armchair holder. So like I said, I ended up using three straps, so the third one will go in the middle. Now I'm making a small strap that will go to kind of hold in the pocket. I cut out a strip of tape, double over part of it, leaving a little bit of the sticky part showing. Then I use a little bit of the Velcro which goes on that end, and the top part of the duct tape gets stuck to the top, and the Velcro goes on the actual front of the pocket, which you can see there. This is very important if you have a whole bunch of stuff inside your holder, because a whole bunch of stuff, it's going to need a strap. So at this point we're just going to make a few extra accessories for the armchair holder. You'll see kind of the T-band holder, which I have in the top part of the corner there on the left hand side, and we're basically just going to be making another one of those. We take a small strip of tape, we cut out the squares like you just saw so that you have two sticky sides on the edges when you double it over, and then you're going to cut out an exact duplicate of that piece. You're going to cut out the squares once again, and we're just going to create this simple T holder which allows you to slide in a phone or a wallet. I actually made two so I could put my phone and my wallet on the side of the armchair holder. So you just fold it over on the middle, and then we're going to stick that, find a place to put it, preferably so it's out of the way of the straps, and you kind of have to pop it out a little bit so it can hold whatever's inside it. And then of course you can see it holding my phone right there. So this was another idea for an accessory. I decided to use the exact same process, cut out those two squares from the sides, double it over, and make just a single loop. And this is actually going to be a kind of a holder loop for my phone charger, which I'm always seem to be losing, and since I have a spot for my phone as well in this particular holder, I think it kind of went with it. So you can see my phone holder, my phone cord right there, and then I'm simply going to seal it up just like this and stick it onto the side. That way I'll never lose it. Alright guys, so as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you guys how to modify it so you can tuck it under the cushion if that's what you need to do. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your straps here, you're going to duct tape them. Just tape them directly to a piece of cardboard or something. It doesn't have to be too big as long as you can tuck it under something. Duct tape it to that piece of cardboard and then lift up the seat cushion and stick that piece of cardboard underneath. You're probably going to need to make the straps a little bit longer because they're going to have to drape all the way over the armrest like this and hang on the outside of it instead of tucking in underneath it with the straps. If your seat cushion does not come up, if it's one of those chairs that, you know, the seat cushion doesn't move at all, you're just going to have to wedge that piece of cardboard all the way into the seat as far as you can, and it should go down far enough that, you know, whatever you put inside your holder, it won't pull it right out of the underneath the chair. So I hope you guys liked the video. As I said, I'll be making more videos before, you know, in the future. There will be another tutorial coming on Monday, so watch the channel for that, and I'll catch you guys next time on the channel. Take care.